Hi friends, today I am demonstrating how to do the challenge lab on create and manage cloud resources. There are 3 tasks to be done in 1 hour. The first task is to be done for 20 marks. The second task is 20 marks and the third task is for 60 marks. Click on the verification. It will take 1 or 2 minutes to generate the username and password. In the meantime, we can read the requirements and conditions and configuration details for allotting services in Google Cloud platform in Cloud Console as per the requirement of the lab. The username and password is generated now. Open an incognito window and enter cloud.console.google.com. Copy and paste the username and password in the respective spaces. Copy the project ID and search for the space in the project to ensure that the correct project is selected. Click on Agree to the terms and conditions. Now, next, after selecting the project, click on Activate Cloud Shell. To open the terminal for, click on Continue. This will open the terminal for Cloud Shell commands. We are doing this lab using the command mode. First, we see the task 1. The task 1 is to create a project JumpShot instance. We are waiting for the Cloud Shell to be activated. The Cloud Shell is activated. Enter the commands as given in the description. The command is as per for creating in the US East 1B zone. The machine type is F1 micro. The image of the disk is Debian-9, that is Linux. And so we are entering the details of configuration of the instance. The command is given in the description. Even if there is an error in the entered commands, we can enter the up arrow and use the backspace and delete to edit the command and hit enter. So here I made a mistake in entering the command. So we can hit the up arrow. So this will reprint the entered command. We can move back to the space where there is an error and correct the error and hit enter. As we can see, we have unnecessarily given an additional hyphen after image project. So we are removing the hyphen and hit enter. So it has taken the command. Hit the authorize. It is creating the instance. It will take few seconds. So the instance has been created. Now moving on to task 2. Creating the backend Kubernetes cluster. So as we can see, the score has been updated to 20 out of 20 for task 1. We can also check the status. So the task 2 is create a Kubernetes service cluster. So read the requirements and enter the command as given below. gcloud container clusters create nucleus-backend. Number of nodes 1. Network nucleus-vpc. Region US East 1. Again, the commands has been given in the description. It will take some time to create the cluster. As we can see, there is a message that the cluster is being deployed. Cluster is being health checked. Master is healthy. So it has created. Once it is created, enter the command as given below. gcloud container clusters get credentials nucleus-backend / region US East 1. So we can check the status of the score. So we are moving ahead. We are entering the command kubectl create deployment hello server / and image equal to gcr.io. Google-samples / hello app -2.0 2.0. So So if it is showing an error, we can check or re-enter the command. So it is created. Next, so the score is updated as 10 out of 20. So it is showing expose the service. So we have to enter the next command for exposing the service. kubectl expose deployment hello server / type equal to load balancer port 8080. So it is showing expose the service. So enter the command kubectl expose deployment hello server type equal to load balancer port 8080. So it will expose the deployment. Now we can check the score. It will be updated to 40 out of 40. It will take some time to update the score. Wait for a few seconds. Now we can again check the score. It has been updated. Check my progress. It is updated. Now going on to task 3. Set up an HTTP load balancer. So now serve the site via ngINX web servers to ensure that environment is fault tolerant. Create a HTTP load balancer with a managed instance. Group of 2 ngINX web servers. Copy the code given below and paste it in the Cloud Shell prompt. Hit enter. Next we have to create an instance template. Enter the following command. gcloud compute instance templates create web server template. Next line, metadata from file startup script equal to startup.sh. Next line, network nucleus-vpc. Next line, machine type G1-small. And in the next line, region US East 1. Hit enter. Once the instance template is created, we have to create a target pool. To create a target pool, enter the following command. gcloud compute instance groups managed. Create web server group. Next line. Base instance, base hyphen instance hyphen name web server. Next line. Size 2. Next line. Template web server. Template. And last line. Region US East 1. So it will take few seconds to create a target pool. So after the target pool is created, we are moving on to the subdivision. Create a firewall rule to allow traffic in TCP port 80. So for creating the firewall rule, enter the following command. gcloud compute firewall -rules create web-server-firewall. Allow TCP TCP:80 network nucleus-vpc. So this will create the firewall rule. Next, we are creating a health check. For creating a health check, enter the following command. gcloud compute HTTP health checks. Create HTTP basic check. So after creating the health check, we have to create a managed instance group. For creating a managed instance group, enter the following command. gcloud compute instance-groups managed. Set named ports web server group. Please check the description for exact description of the command. Named ports HTTP:80 region US East 1. Next, create a backend service by entering the following command. gcloud compute backend services. Create web server backend. Protocol HTTP. HTTP health checks, HTTP basic check. Global, next line. So once the backend service is created, we attach it to the managed instance group. So to attach to the managed instance group, enter the following commands. gcloud compute backend services, add backend web server backend, instance group, web server group. Instance group region US East 1. Next line, global. So once the managed instance group is attached, it will take some few seconds. So we move on to the next. Create a URL map and target the HTTP proxy to route requests to your URL map. So enter the command gcloud compute URL maps create web server map. Default service web server backend. Hit enter. Then enter the command gcloud compute target HTTP proxies. Create HTTP LB proxy. Next line, URL map web server map. Hit enter. This will create the URL maps. Next, to create a forwarding rule, we enter the commands as given below. gcloud compute forwarding rules create HTTP content rule. Next line, global. Next line, target HTTP proxy, HTTP LB proxy. And next line, ports 80. Hit enter. enter the command gcloud compute forwarding rules list and hit enter. So if there is an error in the entered commands, we can re-enter the command. The detailed command is given in the description. Next, enter the command gcloud compute forwarding rules list. Now check the score. It will take some time to update to 60, as there are 7 or 8 subtasks in the task 3. So updating the score will take few seconds time. I have re-entered the last command, gcloud compute forwarding rules list. So we will again check the score. Now it has updated to 60 out of 60. We have got 100 out of 100 for the lab. Check my score. Now it is showing as completed. We have completed the lab successfully. Hit like, share and subscribe if you have liked the lab. Thank you.